Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24, and thank you for joining us for another Kickstarter unboxing. Today we have Ezra and Nehemiah from Garfield Games. This is the latest in the Ancient Anthology from Garfield. We obviously know them from their trilogies, the North Sea Trilogy, the South Tigris Trilogy, and the Western Kingdom. So this is a sort of offshoot of that, and the artwork done by Sam McDonald. So they're on a sort of a different sort of plane for that, another sort of set. We do like all of the stuff that Garfield puts out, so this was an instant pickup for us. But this is just Thrive. Let's see what we have got in there. We are going to start with the extras that we picked up. So we get a Kickstarter pack, and one of the things obviously with Garfield is they make no qualm over how they use Kickstarter. They are quite open and honest in saying that Kickstarter is more of a pre-order for them. They will sort of use Kickstarter to get it, and if you don't want to give back the Kickstarter, then go to your local game store, support them, because there's not much extra that you get from backing the Kickstarter. Obviously, this is one little thing that you get, so some extra tiles that we're going to be able to use in the game. One thing I do like backing the Kickstarter for is these coins. They make these coins for every one of their trilogies. They've made them for their anthologies as well, and they never disappoint. They're absolutely amazing, weighty, and always come with some sort of unique design relating to the time period that we're in. Obviously, this one being set in Jerusalem, so we've got some of those coins set there for that theme. When we get into the game now, it is a strategic game. It's going to be sort of that mid-heavy weight style game. Obviously, we found with Shem that they're constantly evolving the design space that they're using, and also I think comes with that some complexity in the gameplay. So interesting to see. So I think this one's going to be one of my favourites, given what I've seen of it so far. But first off, rulebook. Anybody that has ever looked at a Garfield rulebook, this is no different. This is pretty much the same as you are going to see in every one of their rulebooks. As you can see, there's quite a bit going on in this rulebook. Never really found them too confusing. They're normally putting all their iconography in clean, plain view. You'll see here, for instance, this iconography here is great. So just bear that in mind with that. So you should be able to pick that up quite easily. Cloth bag. And we've got, I think, one of our central boards. Rams and Lions. I think these are player boards. This is our main board that we're going to be using. Oh, that was quite nice. I know it's upside down, but there's a lot going to be going on this board. A lot of stuff going on around the outside. So we're going to see how that works out. And then we've got all of our components underneath. So baggies, always useful. We've got some cubes. We've got some meeples, which are pretty much slightly different to the normal Garfield ones, which no issue there. Some of our vases that we'll be using also. Some of our track tokens. One thing obviously is quite a common theme in a lot of Garfield games is those tracks. Then we've got our cards. Let's go into that. I think these might be specific player cards, so we'll just go through a couple of them. Looks like these are like resources. Looks very similar to how Hadrian's Wall cards worked, but I could be completely wrong. Then we've got some gate cards. We've got, I think this sheet might be solo mode as well. So we've got that there. Okay, so we've got those. We've got this pack of cards, which typically, judging by the look of it, are our sort of action worker cards, which is very similar to most of Garfield's other games. I'm going to keep saying similar. It's not like their games are rinse and repeat. Every card is very different, but there are some common themes throughout. So this looks very similar to Legacy of You, where you've got banners on the left, where I think it was resources. So and multi-use, which we know Shem likes. So you got all different characters there. Always nice to see the artwork that gets put in this. Sam's artwork's come on leaps and bounds, and always been good. I mean, I can't hold a torch to anybody as there's any style of artwork, but there's definitely improvements from this and the first printing of Circadians. So then we've got punchboard. Those got those coins. Some of the tiles that are going to sit on that main board. Player aids, some additional sort of resource tokens, maybe some multiple tokens, but that's about it. Now, one thing that's obviously interesting for this is probably looking at getting an insert for this or making an insert for it, because there's obviously room in there to spare, so that's going to be quite interesting for us. But that has been our unboxing of Ezra and Nehemiah. Going to be quite looking forward to getting that to the table. If you like what we do, give us a like and a subscribe. Check out the other videos on our channel. We'll catch you next time. Take care.